All right, today, so yesterday, while I was out, y'all took fractions and you made them, you took decimals and you made them fractions. Today, we're going to take fractions and we're going to make them decimals. Guys, before we even start this, I want to talk about a fraction real quick. This year, what did we learn that fraction bar also means? Raise your hand. Owen? Division. So it makes sense that if I want to take a fraction, I want to make it a decimal, I'm going to turn it into division. I'm going to make it a division problem, all right? Now, last year in the past, I want to go ahead and mention this. In the past, guys, I've made my students write out the long division. And with long division, the problems can get very, very long and tedious and time-consuming. I am going to let us use the calculators, all right? But guys, are you always going to be able to use a calculator on like your math test? No. In fact, guys, when we take the ACAP coming up in a couple of months, there's an entire section where we can't use the calculator, okay? So I need to make sure that we understand how to set this up without a calculator. No, we'll talk about that as that gets closer, okay? So right now let's try to stay focused on my fraction or decimal discussion. All right. So, guys, what I'm going to show you today is I want to show you how you would set it up if you did not have a calculator, all right? But I'm going to let you use a calculator to help you type it in, all right? So, for example, here's kind of a problem, and we're going to look at one of these in just a minute. So right here, 5 over 8 is the same as 5 divided by 8. Remember, guys, the denominator is the one that goes at the door. The denominator goes at the door, so the 5 went in the house. Now, you'll notice, guys, what was added to the 5 was not just 5. It was added to, it made 0.00. Because, guys, can 8 go into 5? No, so we would add a decimal and add a 0. What do I do with that decimal? I raise it to the roof, right? We raise it to the top, and then I could go on and do it in this division. Now, if I type in 5 divided by 8 in the calculator, because I'm going to let you use your calculator to help you out, when I type it into the calculator, it tells me 0.625. So how many zeros would I have actually needed after that decimal? Just 2? I would have needed 3. Okay? Now, then I could have, like here, I could have done 8 will go into 50. I could have gotten my 6. 6 times 8 is 48. I can subtract and get my 2. Bring down a 0. 8 will go into 20 twice. Do you see how I'm working that out? Am I going to make you do all this work, though? No. I'm going to let you just write out what you would, write it out the way you would write out your long division, but I'm going to let you type it in your calculator to get your answer. Are we okay with that? All right. This part, this is step 4. Miss Willis is having her students do that. I am not going to worry about that step, okay? Step 4, I'm good. I don't need. All right. So let's look at an example here. In fact, we're actually going to do a couple of examples together. All right. I know I just have one here, but we're going to write out a bunch together. So this says we want to convert 4/9 to a decimal. 4/9 to a decimal. So I'm going to do 4/9. All right. And we're going to make that a decimal. So to make that a decimal, we're going to set it up as division. So let's write out our house. Okay, when I set up that division, Tucker, what's going to go at the door? Which of those numbers is going to be at the door, Tucker? Tucker, I need our head off our desk, please. Nancy, can you talk for me, please? Okay, keep your head up, okay? All right, what number, Morgan, is going to go at the door? 9. So then in the house, we're going to put 4. Now, guys, can 9 go into 4 right now? No, so I'm going to need to add a decimal. I'm going to need to add a decimal. And then we are going to need to add some zeros to that. Do I know how many zeros? No. So, guys, as you saw up on the top, I think Miss Willis is having her student, they just add 2 zeros. And then if they need to add more, they add more. The problem is, guys, sometimes I won't need 2. Sometimes I only need 1. So what I want us to do is I want us to go ahead and type this division into our calculator. Let's type that into our calculator. 4 divided by 9. All right? Remember, it's on top, 4 divided by the 9 on the bottom. Kinsley, what'd you get? 0.4 repeating. So remember that decimal raises to the roof, so my decimal has to be in that location. And Kinsley said she gets 0.4 repeating. So that would be 0.4 with a bar, correct? So how many zeros do I actually need here?
1.
Just that 1 0. Okay. So what I would do, guys, is I would type it into the calculator to decide how many zeros you need. Okay? Can you put just 2 zeros and erase it? Yeah, you can put 2 zeros, erase one if you don't need it, add one if you need more. All right, so we did 4 ninths. All right, Tucker, I'm going to get you help me out with this next one. So make sure you're paying attention with me. All right, let's do, sorry, I'm trying to make sure I do the same ones as last period. 2 3/5. So we're going to do 2 3/5. Fifths, not fourths. 2 3/5. Okay. Do I care about the 2 right now?
No.
No. Let's just set up our division. For my division, Tucker, what number's going out the door? 5. And in the house? 3. Can 5 go into 3? No. So I'm going to add a decimal. And let's go ahead and raise that up to the roof so it stays in the correct place. All right. I don't know how many zeros to add, so we'll just type in our division. So type in 3 divided by 5. And what does it give me? Josh, what do I get? Okay, what do I get when I type that in, Connor? 0.6. So how many zeros do I need?
1.
Just the 1. All right, is my answer going to be 0.6? No. Why is my answer not just 0.6? What am I missing? The 2. Do y'all see where there was a 2 in front? So I'm going to just kind of draw an arrow here and show that that 2 is going to go into the front. So I get 2.6. Are y'all okay with that? If there's a number in front of the fraction, I should have a number in front of my decimal. All right, the next one I want us to look at, let's look at 11 and 5/8. Okay. We're going to do 2 more, so we'll do this one and 1 more. All right, you should be writing this down, please. All right, Aiden, what's going to go out the door? 8, and in the house? 5. I did that backwards. 8, and then we're going to have 5. And I'm going to go ahead. Can 8 go into 5? No. So let's add a decimal and raise it up. All right. When I type that into my calculator, what do I get in my calculator? Cheyenne? Say that again. All right. I think we typed it in backwards, so I know I put the 8 in front here, but be careful. Make sure you look at that fraction. 5 divided by 8 is what we want to type in. So do your 5 on top divided by the 8 on bottom. Price? 625. 0.65. So how many zeros would I want here? 3. All right. Y'all okay with that? Okay. Am I done? No. What am I missing, Kayla Thresher? The 11. I need to put that 11 in front. Okay. Good with that? All right, let's do 1 more. We're going to do 24 and 3/11. 24 and 3/11. Okay, I just made this up, so I'm hoping it works out well. All right. What's going to go at the door? Emma King? 11 in the house? 3. Okay. All right. Can 11 go into 3? No. So let's add a decimal and bring it up. All right. Have you typed that one in, Cheyenne? Can I borrow your calculator? All right. So what happened is we got something kind of funny in our calculator, right? All right. I want to kind of show this. Oh, look. Her calculator shows it really well. So is it just a 2 repeating? Is it just a 7 repeating? Is it 272 that's repeating? Now, guys, you got to be careful, because if it was 272, then my next number would be 272, 272, 272. All right, that 2 isn't repeating double. All right, so what number here is repeating? Chris?
272727.
Okay, that's what the calculator says, but what number is repeating? All right, Kyrie? 27. Do y'all see that?
Yes, I saw it.
27 is what's repeating. So here, I'm going to put 27. So I need how many zeros? 2. All right. Since it's both numbers that are repeating, I'm going to put a line over both of them. Okay. All right. Am I done?
No.
No, really close. What do I still need?
24.
The 24 to go in front. All right, guys, it's really important here. You can't have a line over the 2 and a separate line over the 7. It's 27 that's repeating together. Do y'all see that? All right. You'll see that on your homework tonight that I'm about to pass out. Thank you, Cheyenne. Let me borrow that. All right. Any questions on the notes? All right, your homework. Your homework. The front side is going from fractions to decimals. The back side is going from decimals to fractions. Now, guys, there are 2 mistakes that happened on here. All right. Right here on 37, that bar should be on top of the 3. So on number 37, I'm just going to rewrite it. This should be 0.3 with a bar. I'm fixing to pass this out, but I want to make sure that you know what corrections to make. Number 38 is 0.09. The bar is over the 0 and the 9. And then on number 39 is 0.7 with the bar over the 7. Okay? So those 3 corrections need to be made on the back.